Today in PA is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, where you can now get $400 off every window and $800 off every door until March 31st. That's at $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for one whole year. Call up 717-727-7558 or visit rbacentralpa.com/deals for details. That doctor who misdiagnosed parents with child medical abuse is retiring. In Philadelphia, 2 top officials are driving city-issued Mustangs. Some lawmakers are trying to get a voter ID bill out of limbo. And thousands of people are expected to flock to this one area next month. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Deborah Izernio-Jensen, a physician at Lehigh Valley Health Network and the longtime director of its Child Advocacy Center, has been accused of misdiagnosing parents of quote-unquote medical child abuse, reports the Philadelphia Inquirer. This podcast has previously reported on the allegations against Izernio-Jensen, who's been accused of falsely diagnosing parents with Munchausen by proxy, a rare condition during which someone makes a child seem sick for attention. Some parents even temporarily lost custody of their children because of Izernio-Jensen's actions. Northeast Pennsylvania actually accounted for 40% of Munchausen by proxy diagnoses in the state between 2017 and 2021, despite only having 11% of Pennsylvania's children. It was revealed this week that Izernio-Jensen will retire at the end of the month. She's currently facing multiple civil lawsuits. 2 shiny, matching electric Mustangs have been repeatedly spotted parked at City Hall in Philadelphia, reports the Philadelphia Inquirer. These Mustangs got Inquirer reporters wondering, who's driving them, and are they owned by the city? To answer the second question first, yes. The Inquirer found out that the former Kenney administration had purchased these Stangs for $56,400 apiece. As to who's driving them, city spokesman Joe Grace explained they're pool cars in the quote-unquote executive suite, although Chief Deputy Mayors Aaron Platt and Cincinnati Harris get take-home privileges. And while these cars are, according to the Inquirer, quote, owned by taxpayers, unquote, the publication notes it's not unusual for top city officials to have city-issued cars. Plus, officials applied for a rebate under the Inflation Reduction Act, meaning that they could get the federal government to pay for them. Up to $7,500, that is. House Bill 891 has languished in the state government committee for about a year now, states the Center Square. The proposal would amend the state constitution to enact universal photograph identification to vote, and a group of lawmakers led by Representative Brad Rowe are trying to draft a discharge resolution this week to get it onto the House floor for consideration. Rowe and crew would need 25 signatures from lawmakers in each party to make that happen, which is a tall order, but they remain optimistic, as members have crossed the aisle before to lend their support. Thousands of people are expected to flock to Erie next month, says PennLive. Why? Well, the eclipse is why. The solar eclipse is happening on April 8th, and Erie is a prime spot for totality, meaning it's going to be completely entrenched in darkness for about 4 minutes or so. People from out of state and within it are making plans to experience the eclipse in Erie, so officials are prepping now to make things like traffic a lot easier and safer. Also, if any of you guys are headed to Erie to check out the eclipse, email me at todayinpa@PennLive.com. I'd love to know how it is. That wraps up today's episode. For more news, check out PennLive.com. And please remember to rate this podcast and to review it, just to let us know how we're doing. Thanks in advance. And as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another episode of Today in PA. Today in PA is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, where you can now get $400 off every window and $800 off every door until March 31st. That's at $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for one whole year. Call up 717-727-7558 or visit rbacentralpa.com/deals for details.